Oh, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. Time for a little horror action, baby. If you're watching this stream on replay, then please make sure to like this stream, subscribe for more crazy updates just like this. I forgot to do something. I was distracted because I was making coffee, baby. What's a late night horror stream without a little coffee, though? I mean, come on now. All right, looking good. Anyways, it's time to talk some horror. It's time to get into some updates, baby, because there's a lot of them. Whew! It's a fun time to talk horror because we're about to get a whole bunch of updates next week from CinemaCon. Guys, we have not like one or two, but like a whole bunch of trailers. A whole bunch of trailers for upcoming projects that are highly anticipated. Things that we're going to be getting for the rest of the year, and I'm really excited to get into them, talk about them, all those things. So I didn't really get around to mentioning it in my video today, but I will say that I think we're probably going to get an Evil Dead Burn trailer next week before The Mummy may release online earlier, and it sounds like we're also getting some sort of Resident Evil first look trailer next week as well. So it's gonna be like just non-stop from the start of the week till the end, I think. So it's going to be a nutty week. I'm so excited for it all. So lots to talk about here. Things we're excited for. Guarantees, though, for next week is that we are definitely getting a new trailer for Insidious 6, which is now titled Out of the Further. Kind of a boring title, if I'm being honest. The Bleeding World I thought was way cooler. Really solid stuff. I'm still excited for it, though. I mean, it still sounds like it's going to be a ton of fun. And then is Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man. We're also getting a trailer for on Monday. And that one I know is going to be good, just from things I've heard about it. So nothing but love here. Nothing but excitement for old Jake. So I guess I wanted to just ask you guys what you were the most excited for before we really get into next week. And my God, it's going to be fun. And Oliver's even getting into a big update here. Oliver's been a member for 12 months. That's a whole year right there. Oliver, thank you so much. I love that you love Saw. I always need to watch more Saw movies. Always need those in my life. Thank you for being a member, my friend. What's up? What's up? Good evening, everyone. We are finally getting a sequel to Behind the Mask, The Return of Leslie Vernon. Yes, dude, we're finally getting the sequel. The Kickstarter is not live yet, but it is like up. Hard to explain. Like, it's up on Kickstarter, but you can't like support it yet. They haven't kicked it off. Kickstarter is kind of weird. I remember when we did it for Red Right Hand, you can only do things in like a short little window. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to build some hype about it. They just announced it. Build hype first, then kind of get into it, and hopefully people will come and support it. So I shared out the link for the Kickstarter in today's video. It's in the description. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. If you don't know, Behind the Mask is one of like the better meta horror films I think ever. And it's a huge hidden gem that a lot of people don't talk about or haven't seen. And I highly recommend it if you haven't, because it's very good. If you're a slasher fan, this is like, it's almost up there with Scream in terms of meta slashers that riff off of other slashers. You got to see this one. It's great. It's a really fun watch. Robert Englund's in it. Ton of big horror names a part of it or talked about within the film. Gotta see, it's a good one. I'm really excited for the sequel. Long overdue. This should have been a franchise a long time ago, methinks, and I'm really excited to see what they do in a sequel. Robert Englund, I think, might have detailed what the sequel is all about recently, which I, again, talked about in today's video. And if it's anything like that, if they're like making a movie based off of Leslie Vernon in universe, it's kind of like the Scream 2 of the Behind the Mask universe. I'm so down for that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So, Oliver, thank you for being a member for 12 months. And yes, I am so excited for this sequel. I will be supporting it when that Kickstarter goes live. Anyways, going back up to the top here, I want to say hi to some of the folks hanging out with us. We got Peyton Ruark. Thank you for being a channel member, saying hi, everyone. First one here on a Saturday live stream. Let's go. Thanks for being with us, Peyton. We appreciate you. Thank you for being a channel member as well. You're freaking awesome. RJ Skorenki is saying it's Saturday night, time to talk horror, baby. Yeah, we never do Saturday streams. I couldn't go live yesterday, so I'm like, you know what? Let's fucking do it now. Let's do it live, baby. Who else we got going on here? We got Thanos... Demetrius, what's up? What's up, my friend? How are you, Demetrius? Hello. Erica Stabs for Likes is also modding tonight, and a channel member. Appreciate you a ton, Erica. Thanks for being with us. Thank you for keeping everything chill in the chat. I thought it was Friday, but then I remember I didn't have work. Yes. I really wanted to go live yesterday. I just had some stuff come up. Putting out a lot of videos on the page if you guys haven't noticed. Holy crap. I'm kind of at this point with YouTube where I'm like, I don't even care if it gets views anymore. I want to talk about stuff. I don't care if it messes up my algorithm. There's stuff I want to talk about and put out there. So I'm just posting about it now, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes of it. Froggy Fresh is hanging out with us as well. What's up, my friend? I love your profile picture being the creepy candy dude from VHS Halloween. God, I need to watch that again. I said it in today's update video, but if the Soska twins do direct, I won't watch it, not even through piracy. They're far-right white supremacists who collaborated with Lucifer Valentine. Yeah, I did some reading on them recently, and I've read about a lot of their controversies. It's one of those tough spots for Scream. I think it's because it's such a... Scream 7 has truly ruined the reputation of the Scream franchise, and I don't think they're gonna... I just think they're having trouble getting anybody to do it, and I think that's why they're asking like these people who have essentially been blacklisted from Hollywood to do the next chapter. I didn't know who they were. I looked them up and I just saw their filmography, but then today I was reading about some of their controversies and I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't even realize about some of this crazy shit. They associate with some not so great people. And they've also done some questionable stuff on other projects, which I'm not too big a fan of. But yeah, if that's true, I think it's just digging a bigger hole for the Scream franchise if they throw these directors at the project. I also think that I think that if they want to fix the reputation of Scream, I say you get somebody who doesn't have a lot of controversies surrounding around them. We have to come back from Scream 7 in a positive way, and this would not be a good direction, I don't think. So I'm bummed out about that. I'm bummed out about that news, learning all of that, doing some digger deeping, doing some deep digging into the background of some of these people. It's a strange situation for sure. But yeah, I'm weirded out. I'm disappointed. It's just one of those things, man. It's one of those things. JJ is saying, Killjoy, I'm here, baby. What's up? What's up, JJ? How are you? Welcome in, my friend. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for hanging. Acres of Movies is saying, best kill ever. Thanks from Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Best kill ever. I mean, I still think the bedroom scene in Terrifier 2 is unmatched. I feel like it's one of those situations where it's like you're just not going to get better than that. It's just so good. It's so brutal. It's funny. It's over the top. It's hard to watch. It's got everything that I want from a good slasher kill, I think. So I can't stress that enough. Deep Red Mikey, thanks for being a member. Are we really? Yes. We really are live. Can you believe it? Can you believe on a Saturday night what's going on here? Really? Yeah. Yeah, Mikey. Thanks for being a member, my friend. Thanks for being with us. I appreciate you. Who else is hanging with us? We also got Jacob Pace Wells saying, are you going to go live when CinemaCon happens? Also, do you think they will jump the shark and bring back Stu in real life and not AI? I hated the AI excuse. Saw the movie on Paramount Plus. I was really bummed about it too, my friend. I would have rather them, if they were just going to make the movie all about legacy and throw out everything else about Scream, you might as well have just had Stu come back. Who cares at this point? Everything else is out the windows, is how I felt about Scream 7. I was just like, you might as well have just done it. Who cares about logic? Oh my God, that movie didn't make a lick of sense. But will I go live during CinemaCon? I really want to make some videos about stuff that is going to drop during CinemaCon, but I will be live at the usual time, 7 o'clock. So at night. So hopefully we'll be able to talk about all the fun little updates then. But I will be covering it in forms of videos as well. So we'll be talking about all the crazy updates, I promise. So much stuff to be excited for, let me tell you. Whew. I think we're going to get a lot of exciting news in the next 4 days, next 5 days, I should say. Froggy is saying, why did people have to send Christopher Landon death threats? We could have had his Scream movie. There's another timeline that is absolutely living it up with some killer Scream movies right now from Christopher Landon, and it's a bummer because he would have done such a great job with it. He loves Scream through and through. If you watch anything he's ever made, it is basically a little Scream influenced. I mean, my God, they fucked up so bad with that. They fucked up so bad with that. It's crazy. Peyton has been a member for 2 months. Peyton, thank you for your support. You're saying 2 months. Swear to God, I've been here, had this membership longer. Maybe I accidentally canceled it. Anyway, did you see the thing I sent in the Discord for strangers? I just looked at Discord for the first time today, minutes before this stream started. So I have not looked at anything yet, but I will check it out very soon here. I have had a lot of crazy stuff going on, as you guys know. Been posting a lot of videos, making more things happen. With no big movie on the horizon, it's channel's not exactly doing as well as it was at the start of the year. So we're making things happen. We're busting it out. So I've been very busy, but I will definitely check it out. We'll give it a look-see. We'll check it out. Peyton, thank you for being a member. Thank you for always being a great supporter of this page. I really appreciate you a bunch. And thank you for being with us. I will check out your Strangers stuff soon after the stream concludes. Zach Harris is also saying that Terrifier 2 kill was too silly, though. There also wasn't enough of a fight. I see, for me, it hits everything. Like, it's a little silly, it's over the top, it's hard to watch. I mean, dude, when he gets that knife through her eye, ugh, I mean, that's like, oh my God, I reel back. Like, if you're gonna have someone die in a movie, and you want, like, I want to feel a little pain. I want to feel that hurt. And there's so many slasher movies I see where they don't care about that. They're just like, we're gonna have as many kills as possible, and it's like, okay, but if they don't make me feel anything, I don't really care. I think what I love so much about the Terrifier franchise is they make me feel pain. And maybe they also make me laugh a little bit too, but that kill in particular, just it's a roller coaster of emotions. Like, you're going through a whole journey with that death. And I don't know, for me, I kind of vibe with that. I loved it. It's my personal favorite on-screen kill for a character. It's great. Lady Wires Chilling Waters. What a name. What a title. How are you, how are you, Lady Wires? Could Scream 8 getting ready for a post-credit scene, like an actual, could it get a post-credit scene? Like you want the Avengers to show up in the post-credit scene kind of thing. Nick Fury is getting Sidney Prescott to join his new group. I mean, I don't know. I guess if we're gonna do a post-credit scene for something, it usually lends itself to more story in the future, maybe one last gag. We kind of did get a post-credit scene with Scream 7, with Mindy at the end, right? So I feel like we kind of got that. I feel like we kind of made that happen in a way. There was credits. There's scenes during the credits. That's kind of, it's not post credits, but it's mid credits scene. That's something. It's a little extra on top of what you already got in the movie. So I think that's something. I feel like that's something right there. What else is happening? Would you watch a Mindy focused Scream movie? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I feel like they actually went in, and that was my one big positive about character work in Scream 7, was I feel like they switched it up with Mindy Meeks. They actually gave her like something interesting to do, where in the last couple of movies I feel like not really 100% sure what they're doing with that character. What was the point there? And the stuff they were trying to set up, I just feel like wasn't really effective. So I like the idea of Mindy is now gunning for Gail's position. She's this up and coming like reporter now, and I'm like, ooh, okay, that's a cool new direction. I like this. It's kind of like I feel the same way about Kirby Reed being an FBI agent. That feels like a good direction from where she came from. And Mindy being someone who's so focused on trying to figure out who the killer is, that feels like such a natural progression to turn her into the new young Gale Weathers, essentially. I'm like, oh, okay, I totally see that. Like, I see that through line. I see how that could work. It was not a big focus of Scream 7's story, but I feel like now that we have that character in that position for the next thing that we could do something with that. I feel the same way about Kirby Reed. Like, I don't really feel like we did anything with FBI Kirby Reed too big in terms of subplot or story in Scream 6, but because that character is in that position now, you could focus a whole new Scream movie on her, and that'd be fucking dope, I think. Same thing with Mindy, same with Kirby. These are characters that I feel like have been reinvented in a really good way, and I would love to see them, kind of be the focus of one of these new movies. if it's Sydney and her daughter again, I'm gonna throw sticks. I'm gonna throw rocks into windows. That's what I think I'm gonna do, because Scream 7 proved to me there's just no more story left to write there. I'm so sorry. I bored to tears, which bums me out, man. Great character that was not utilized at all in a smart way, I feel. Erica Stabs for Likes has been a member for 23 months. You are so awesome, Erica. Thank you. I shall join in this member flex. You're flexing all right. No, that's awesome. That's 2 years basically right there, Erica. That's really fucking dope. Thank you for the support. And thank you to all of our members for keeping the lights on around here. Really does mean a lot. Thank you. I'm so glad I get to do this goofy shit all the time. It really means a lot. Anyways, Eric is also throwing $5 out there to say, did everyone remember to hit the like button? Also, share the stream to friends. Hit that hype button after the stream on replay. You are so kind, Erica. Thank you for throwing 5 out there for that. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. Yes, we hype the stream, like the stream. It helps out quite a bit so that we can have more horror-loving friends all hanging out with us talking about movies and whatnot, which is exciting. So I love that. But Erica, thank you for the 5. I really do appreciate the support. And I can't wait for some of these movies we're going to be talking about tonight. Oh my God, we got a lot of good ones coming up. Jado, what's up, Jado? Good evening. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Lady Wires is saying the best thing in Scream 7 is when Mindy says, hey, Cupcake, and hits him with a spatula, and when she says, that's not good. That little fight scene in the kitchen, that was fun. I wish we got more from the Meeks Martin twins in that movie. I was really vibing with them, maybe a little more than usual, which was great. And I just feel like they weren't utilized a whole lot. There's a deleted scene with them like laying on the ground all stabbed up. There's like one more scene with them, I guess. So that's something. But I wish they actually affected the story and were more than just glorified cameos. Peyton Ruark throwing $10 out there. Thank you for the support. You're saying gonna help out this goal as usual. You really were going to be in Winnie the Pooh 3. Damn, bro, that must have been awesome. 3C Films was in 2, and you and 3 killed, or that would be poetic if you were killed by Rabbit, aka Ghostface. I can't say for sure on any of this. I'm not 100% sure what was gonna happen to me, but from what Scott had told me, was that Winnie the Pooh and Piglet were going to like dismember me. But I like I said in my video, I'm not able to make it. We're currently saving up for our wedding, which is happening hopefully later on into next year. And I want to do it so bad. I really hope I can be in the next one when they shoot that, like the Pooniverse film is what I'm gunning to be in now. I am bummed. They're shooting all that stuff with a ton of other influencers at the end of this month. So I think I want to say another week, and I'm bummed I can't be there, especially like because of what you're talking about. Roger L. Jackson is voicing one of the killers, so I might have been killed in a sequence that Roger would have voiced over. So I am definitely bummed about that. But obviously my wedding's a little more important. But so we're focusing on saving up for that. And I've talked to Scott, and hopefully we can make something work with being in whatever comes next. So I will 100% try to be in there. And hey, there's always a chance. Me and Winnie the Pooh, we'll have our day. Hopefully I'll be able to get my limbs ripped off at some point in the UK. That would be a lot of fun. But Peyton, thank you for the 10. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that happen soon in the future here. But thank you again for the support. It really does mean a lot. Blaze is saying, hey Jake, are you going to do another Scream What If soon? The first one lost me subscribers. I'm not really sure why that is. It got a good amount of views, but people unsubscribed from the page after seeing that video. So I don't know. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. I really just want to cross, I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at 39,000 subscribers for a long time now, and I want to cross 40K. So I'm just focusing. I'm really focusing on crossing that milestone. I'm doing everything I can to get to that point. The What If series, I don't know. Maybe people just don't like it. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't seem to be hitting for whatever reason. The Dexter stuff is already too different, and people are really, it's so crazy. I think when it comes to YouTube and the algorithm and all that fun stuff, I really think it comes down to people just want familiarity. People want the same thing over and over again. majority of the time. Not everybody, but the majority of the time, I think a lot of people feel that way. They just want one thing from different people they watch and not a whole lot else. Before I posted that last Dexter video, which in my opinion, probably the best video I put on the page in the last couple of months, I mean, every day was getting more and more subscribers. I lost 3 subscribers the day I posted that Dexter video. So in a way, the Dexter videos are harming the page, and it really bums me out. I don't know what it is. If it's not a news update video that goes up on the page, people leave. But things have gotten better as that Dexter series has gone along. They're starting to get more views. Some of them have put me in the green, where not all of them have. Most of them have been in the red. But slowly but surely, I think we're gonna make this reaction thing hopefully take off a little more. We're always gonna do news on this page. I love doing the news videos. They're fun. But I also like, what I love about the Dexter series, man, is that it's given me this opportunity to experience more horror that I wouldn't have time for. Otherwise, I simply do not have time to watch TV shows. Like, I have time to watch some movies to review, and that's about it, because of how busy all of this makes me. But what's great about watching this show is I'm actually able to experience it, where I just probably wouldn't otherwise. So I'm hyped to be doing that series, and it's because of Necromechanimal, who's hanging out with us, and many other people who support the page on Patreon through channel memberships. That's the reason I'm able to do that. So I want to start doing more weird videos, but it comes down to the fact that I can't get too weird all the time, or I'll lose all my subscribers, which is a crazy thing to think about. You know what I mean? It's still content in the sphere of what I talk about. You know what I mean? That what if video I didn't feel like was too different than the other things I used to get into. But some people saw that and they were like, I'm done. Sorry. Goodbye. I don't know. It's a strange situation. So YouTube, very finicky. But we're still making some fun videos and different things that I want to make, which is great. Gabe Houghton's throwing $5 out there. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, I got one question. Has anyone seen the director's cut of Scream 96? If so, what format is it on? I don't know if I've seen... Maybe I've seen the director's cut. I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't tell you if I have, honestly. I want to say that's been brought up a few times on the channel, but... I don't know. I guess maybe it's something I've never really sought out. I want to say I've looked up stuff about it, and I think some people have said it's like more brutal. But I don't remember if I actually like sat down and have watched that before, though, if I'm being honest. So I'm curious. I'm curious to check that out, or if that exists in a medium that I can actually go about watching it. Someone actually sent me the assembly cut of Scream 3 within the last couple of years, and being able to watch that and how that movie was supposed to feel before it dropped was so interesting. The one thing that I love about the original version of Scream 3 is the opening scene is way better. They don't let you're kind of in Cotton Weary's position where you don't know that there's a voice changer in use and someone's fucking with them. You just kind of think like, oh, this is just Ghostface coming after him. I think it's just a way better use of the fake voice thing. Being put in Cotton's position of not knowing exactly what's going on. It's kind of great. It's kind of awesome. So that I remember being really cool. I'll have to see about that though, but I'm not sure. But Gabe, thank you for the 5. I will certainly look into that when I can. Thank you, my friend. Ty Lee's also throwing $5 out there. Ty, thank you for the support. You're so kind. Ty has been with us for a very, very, very long time, and I always appreciate you coming in these streams, saying hey. What's up, my friend? Let me know what you're excited about in the realm of horror. I'm jumping up and down with joy to see The Mummy next week. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be a ton of fun. Ooh, The Mummy's going to rock. Cannot wait. We're hearing a bunch of positive reviews about it too. I think I had this movie like kind of pegged down at a certain point. I said recently that, the runtime's like 2 hours and 13 minutes. Seems a little long, but I think it's gonna fucking rock. I think it's gonna be too long. I think that's gonna be the big criticism a lot of us have walking away from it, but I think it's gonna be fucking brutal. We're hearing it's super gross. We're hearing there's some like really intense sequences. It's got a similar situation to like Bring Her Back going on, which I love. And I don't know, I'm really hyped up. It's gonna be fun. So bring it the fuck on, man. Lee Cronin can do no wrong. Froggy Fresh is saying, when the Deathgasm 2 Kickstarter was going, I was half considering saving up to donate to the tier to get killed. And if you've seen that first movie, you know it'd be gory as fuck. I have never... What's up with Deathgasm 2? I don't know anything about that. Did they make that? Or... like, are they making it? What's the situation with Deathgasm 2? Oh, they released it last year. Okay. Gormageddon. I love it. I heard the people that made Deathgasm like weren't very nice to some YouTubers. What's up with that? What's the sitch behind that? That's a movie I've seen one time, and I the only other time I've heard about it was I think like Dead Meat was saying something about like their kill count got blocked by the people who made that film. That's like the one other thing I kind of remember about Deathgasm. But it's a fun little movie. It's like a bunch of metalheads play this song that like summons the dead or something. It's fucking crazy. It's a cool weird little movie. Lady Wires is saying, when does Blood and Honey 3 release? Well, they're shooting it now, so it should probably release sometime next year. We're getting Pinocchio later on this year from the Twisted Childhood universe, and I'm really excited for that. I know a lot about that fun little movie, and it's gonna knock your fucking socks off, let me tell you. Blow the nuts right out of your sack, let me tell you. Crazy. Erica's saying, unsubscribed. What? That's lame. Sorry. I feel like, you know, I don't know, like a Scream YouTuber posts a Scream video and people unsubscribe from that. Like that is like the thing that has me scratching my head. I worry that people only come to this page for updates on the next Scream, and that tells me that this channel won't survive if there's not a new Scream movie on the horizon. So that worries me a little bit for sure. I hope people come here for more than just that. But we'll see. We'll see what's up. You know, that's why I'm trying to pivot real hard, so I don't have to start over. That would be nice. That would be nice not to have to do that. Joey Infinity is saying, my girlfriend loves supporting you. I got no birthday present because of you. Wow. I don't know if I should say thank you or what the situation is, but Joey, either way, thank you to your girlfriend for supporting me, whatever the situation is. Hey, you know, the birthday present could be me singing to you right now instead. I mean, that might be worth it. Happy birthday to Joey Infinity. There, I'm going to be cringe as fuck on stream and just start singing like I'm Frank Sinatra, birthday style. Is that not worth your money? Are you not entertained? Come on, Joey Infinity. To the moon, baby. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Joey, thank you for being with us. I love your girlfriend. Is that too far? Are you going to punch me in the face for saying that? Thank you for being here, though, Joey. I appreciate you. Jado is saying, Gabe, my guess would be Blu-ray, maybe. Maybe they got it on Blu-ray for the director's cut. That would be dope. Necromechanimal is saying, talking about exclusively horrors hard enough. I can't imagine talking about Scream as much as you do. I'd say don't get too wrapped up in who leaves when. They might be watching old videos. Just stay true. It's tough to stay true when my income relies on this channel. You know, my paying my bills relies on this channel. But I am gonna try. I'm gonna try. You know, I'm gonna try to pivot and do what I want on this page. That is for sure. But I want to I really want to get it to the point where I'm talking. It's a mix of new movie talk as well as like older stuff. Because I still think there's a lot of stuff yet to be talked about. I don't know. Like I feel like new reactions to old stuff still carries value. You know, I understand not wanting to watch a video on like Alien 1979, a movie that has been talked to death by every human being on the internet. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. I get that. I get not wanting to watch a review of something like that. But a reaction to something that someone has never seen before, in a way, kind of makes it new again. You know what I mean? I think that's what I love so much about the Dexter series is I'm going through this thing that, yes, is like 20 years old, but I haven't seen it before. Like I don't know what's to come. And I think there's something really special and fun about that. So I really feel like that kind of content is going to work eventually. It's going to take time. There's a transitional period that the page has to go through in order for it to happen. So we'll see. We'll make it happen, though, my friend. And Necro, your support especially. Every time I post something related to Dexter, you're on that shit, and it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those, like I said, those videos have easily been the most fun to make. out of everything on this channel, and I'm so excited to get into the next 2 episodes. I cannot wait. I have something really special planned for the final 2 episodes as well. That's all I'm gonna say. I have something really special planned that I'm putting a lot of effort into planning all that out. We're gonna kick off the end of season 1 with a bang. Ty Lee is saying The Mummy and Obsession is what I'm most anticipated for, like most of us probably. Yes, 100%. Oh my God, The Mummy and dude, both of those movies are gonna fucking rock my world. We have a new horror movie releasing like at the end of almost every single week, basically for the foreseeable future, which is crazy. Yeah, so The Mummy this week, which, oh my God, I'm excited for. Over Your Dead Body the week after that, which is going to be fucking dope. I'm kind of, not kind of a horror, it's one of those like kind of a horror movie situations, but it's Samara Weaving and is it Jason Segel? I think is the other actor, maybe. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but really excited for that. It's Samara Weaving and like basically her husband, and they're trying to kill each other. And I'm like, it's kind of more of a horror comedy, like slapstick thing. And I think I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. So definitely excited for that next week. Hokum the week after that. Holy shit. New Damian McCarthy, dude has not missed yet. 2 really good slow burn horror flicks. This could be his best yet. We'll see. It was starring Adam Scott from Severance as well. Mortal Kombat 2 after that, and then Obsession after that. I mean, oh my God, it's just back to back to back excitement. Lots of good movies on the horizon here, baby. 2026 has delivered almost nothing but bangers. I should clarify. There's been a few stinkers in there, and it sucks that one of the Scream movies is one of them. Jado is saying, I'm waiting for Mortal Kombat 2 and Spider-Man Brand New Day and Scary Movie 6 this summer. Scary Movie 6 would be the next one in that list that I was just talking about, I think. I want to say. Backrooms would be the week after Obsession and then Scary Movie 6. Oh my God, so many movies! I can't keep up with it. It's so exciting though. But yeah, I am excited for a lot of these movies. A lot of good stuff on the horizon, baby. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Froggy Fresh is saying they made it. It's premiered, but it has not gone wide yet. Oh, so it hasn't had like a wide release. Are they having trouble like finding distribution or something maybe? I'm curious. Ty Lee is saying, aren't we getting an Evil Dead trailer next week? Yes. Yeah, allegedly, yes. It's been rated for release, and I think it runs like a little over a minute. So I think it's a teaser. I think we're gonna get ourselves a big old, like a small little guy. Little teaser trailer before The Mummy, that's my guess. And that makes sense, right? The Mummy from Lee Cronin is basically Evil Dead Mummy. So to tease the next actual Evil Dead film before that, I feel like makes a lot of sense. So I am hyped the fuck up, man. It's gonna be great. Cannot wait for this. It's gonna be fun. Lady Wires is saying, why does everyone forget Scream had a TV show? That's what got me into Scream, Emma's performance. I love Emma in the TV show. She needs to be in a movie. I am reading your chats. I don't know if you see that I'm reading your chats or not, but I am reading them. Yes, TV show is fun. I don't love it as much as the movies, I'll be honest, but I think that if you're a fan of Scream and you want more, and you haven't seen at least the first 2 seasons of the TV show, you should check them out. Season 3 you can kind of skip, but season 1 and 2 pretty good, pretty solid, pretty fun. Don't look up anything about it beforehand. I think there's some genuinely good reveals in there. Which I'll say. So give it a watch. Check it out. Peyton is throwing $5 out there. Thank you, Peyton. Gonna help Erica and just say like and sub now. Thank you, Peyton. I appreciate that. Let's reach the goal. Did I do it right, Erica? You absolutely did, my friend. Thank you for the support. Really does mean a lot, my friend. Thank you. You're also saying people who unsub suck. We love you, Jake. You're so genuine and funny. Keep doing those new videos. We will still show up. Thank you, Peyton. That really does mean a lot. I'm really hoping to do this page for a long time. That's always been the goal of it. But I don't know. It seems like if there's not like the most popular thing happening, it's just not as crazy. So it's times like this month that get a little scary, I guess. So I'm just in one of those I'm in one of those phases where I'm just like, oh no. I'm not where I need to be at this point in the month. So it's just a little scary right now. But once there's another big horror movie on the horizon, once we finally get some like Terrifier 4 updates, for instance, page will be fine. We'll be chilling. But I don't want to sacrifice I want to do the news, of course, but I kind of have to do that. But I don't want to sacrifice wanting to do all this other interesting content as well. So I am gonna fight to make this Dexter series happen. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm fighting to make that happen. But thank you all for keeping me in business. It really does mean a lot. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you for the support. What else is going on here? Ty is saying, gotta add the Cell in Lords of Salem to that. The Cell or Cell? I have seen Cell. If you're talking about the Stephen King movie, right? The book is way better, but Cell is a really interesting concept. It's basically like everyone who's on their phones at a certain given moment, like randomly just gets this infection and they turn into like fast zombies, basically. And then there's like survivors who have to fight it. It's crazy. It's a really interesting concept. The movie's okay. It's not bad, but I will say the story itself, I think, is way better. Lords of Salem, I still have to watch. Ty, that's the one Rob Zombie movie I have not seen. We were just talking about that on another stream, so I'm gonna have to make that happen. I'm gonna have to see what it's all about. Jake, did you put your movie schedule on your horror and cats calendar? Yes, I'm not even kidding. That is up on my fridge right now, which is so funny. I really appreciate you sending that my way. I didn't want it. There's one with a xenomorph and a cat, and I kind of want to keep that one up, like at all times. I love it. It's such a vibe. Walking into the kitchen, the whole, slowly but surely, the whole apartment is becoming horror against Madison, against Madison's wishes. But slowly, I got the horror stuff creeping into the rest of the apartment. So we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. But thank you for helping out with that, Erica. It really does mean a lot. Oh my God. And thank you for that whole care package, by the way. I don't say it enough. Erica is the reason that we have so much cool shit on the set right now. She's the reason I have a Ghostface Labubu now. So you might see that behind my big head here. But yeah, that little guy. Oh shit, you still can't see him. There we go. Right there. Look at him. He's just a cute little guy. Thank you for that, Erica. I appreciate you. Chris, aka Derjo? Chris, I'm so sorry. What would you like me to call you? Because aka, I feel like should I call you Chris? Or should I call you Derjo? Derjo? What's up, Chris? How we doing? We're gonna stick with Chris. Your first live stream and I'm already butchering your name. What's up, Chris? Welcome in, my friend. What are you excited for in the realm of horror? Let us know. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I butchered your name. I did my best. You just saw Scream 7 last week. I was so disappointed. They could have used the opening scene as not part of the movie and used it for Scream 8. You would have rather that been like the stew. Like the actual stew movie. No fake AI stew. Give me that as the opening scene for the real stew. I hear you on that. I just feel like if you're gonna do the legacy movie, the nostalgia, like that's all you care about in a Scream movie, you might as well just have one of the past killers come back. It doesn't make any sense. Like, watching that movie back and thinking about it, I'm just like, this movie doesn't make any sense. Like, the motive doesn't make sense. I don't see why these two characters would work together. I don't see why this mother who was a victim of domestic abuse would kill her own kid. It doesn't make any sense on paper at all. It's a very rushed film. And if you're going to throw logic out the window like that, then who cares if Stu Macher's alive? Like, you might as well, like, this movie could have had one thing going for it in its corner, and it could be satisfying the fans. And just being like, well, you know what? A lot of people would be super hyped to see Matthew Lillard come back as Stu. Let's do that. But instead, they have him doing these FaceTime calls. And I love Matthew Lillard, but his performance, I can't even remotely take it seriously. It takes me out of the movie. It's ridiculous. It feels like self-parody. It feels like something we'd see in Scary Movie coming up here in a couple of months, not an actual Scream film. And it's borderline embarrassing. It sucks, man. I love the Scream franchise. I hate to see it fall to these depths. That's not what I want. I want Scream to be the franchise that other slashers look to constantly. And it's just where we're at with it now it's such a bummer, man. It's such a bummer. Gabe Houghton's throwing $5 out there saying the answer is Scream 97 director's cut was only done on Laserdiscs. Guys, I need a fucking nap. It's only on Laserdiscs, guys. That's like, you know, Laser Cats from Saturday Night Live. That's like the new we gotta call the Saturday Night Live writers, man. I got a legacy sequel idea for Laser Cats. Anyways, Laserdisc. They refused to put it on any other format because Disney had bought the rights. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. You know, my sister is super into old media like that. She has a ton of discs of of things. I'll have to ask her if she's got Scream director's cut. She might. So we'll have to see. Froggy Fresh is saying, for the Scream TV series, I was checking someone's filmography and saw she was on it. I got curious and looked up her character, and the first result was her villains wiki entry. Oh, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. Oh, you gotta look away at that point. You gotta like just close out the app. I fucked up because all this news is coming out about Dexter Resurrection season 2, and I guess they're bringing back a bunch of characters. I don't know. You know, I don't know who these people are or where they come from, but I'm so bummed because one of the updates was like Uma Thurman returns for Dexter Resurrection, and this is like a big deal or something. And I'm just like, I don't want to know Uma Thurman's in the show eventually. What? That would have been such a good surprise. I'm bummed. I'm so bummed. I fucking love Dexter, man, and I don't want to know shit about it before it happens. But I'm scared I just spoiled something for myself. So I feel your pain, my friend. I get it. I understand. Peyton is throwing $2 out there saying, have you rewatched Scream 7? I have 6 times. I'm waiting to watch it until it releases on Paramount again. Or not again, until it just releases on Paramount Plus. I'm not paying money for that movie again. I'm so sorry. I can't bring myself to do it. So I'll rewatch it on Paramount when it's there for free for me. So that'll be dope. But thank you for the 2, Peyton. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Erica is saying, I'll help too. Wait, what? Laser dicks? I swear to God, I am stone sober right now. I've just been editing shit all day long, dude. Oh man, I need a nap is what I need. That's what's up. That's too funny. Yeah, laser dicks is where we're at with the stream. That's where if you're just joining us, that's what we're talking about. That's how fucked up this has already gotten. How far? We're 42 minutes into this? And I'm already messing up things like that? Here we go, baby. Gabe, thanks for that legendary moment. I appreciate that. And Erica, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Jacob Pace Wells is saying, I truly think that Scream 7's opening is actually the Scream 8 opening because they never mention or reference it, but like once in a police station where Mark is heading to rescue Tatum. I think that opening was to say that Ghostface is back and they just wanted a cool scene. That's really all I think it was. It sounds like they didn't have an opening scene going into the movie. And they just filmed that because they knew it would be great trailer bait. Based on what Kevin Williamson has said about it. I don't know, man. Like, an opening scene, like, I really think you have to write a Scream film both forwards and backwards, if that makes sense. Like, you have to know who your killer is going to be the entire time, but also your opening scene should lend itself to the first clue towards that. Like, I said it in my video today, but, like, you could, like, a typical slasher movie, you can kind of write out however you want, man. If you want to have a crazy story happening and then a slasher shows up and kills a bunch of people, that can be a great slasher movie. That's fine. You can turn out something like that in less than a year. When it comes to Scream, this is something that needs to be a little more thought out. You can't just churn these movies out, man. You got to be thinking about who your killer is and somehow lacing that throughout the story the entire time. It's not just Jason Voorhees running around killing people, and I feel like that's how Scream 7 treated Ghostface. And that was like another huge problem with that movie. It's just we're gonna have Ghostface be vicious the entire time, and that's not really gonna match up with who the killers ultimately ended up being. And I don't know, man. It's just like think, put some effort into that. Why are we writing Scream movies in the same way as like a Friday the 13th? That doesn't make any sense to me. This is a totally different franchise. But yeah, it's a rushed film. It's a rushed film. They just wanted to get something out, strike while the iron is hot, and all that fun stuff. Faith Dorn is saying, hey, Jake, Erica, and chat. What's up? What's up, Faith? Welcome in. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday. I know I am. Sipping on my delicious little coffee here. Setting up an arcade cabinet for the youth group at my church, so I'm in and out of the stream. That's dope. Hell yeah. Okay. What arcade? Are y'all playing like Mortal Kombat 3 or something at church? That would be crazy. That would be nuts. Let me know. I'm curious what game. Probably something a little more tame than that. But I'm just curious. I'm just a curious little fella. The one-man band to rule them all is saying, bro, I finally watched Scream 7. Man! I don't know if that's a positive review or not. let me know your thoughts on one-man band to rule them all. Lady Wires is saying, I went to see Scream 7 4 times in theaters. So I hope it sounds like you enjoyed it then. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Brandon Mackey is saying, afternoon, Jake. Afternoon to you, Brandon. Why are you coming at me like a Bond villain right now? What's going on, my friend? Welcome in. I'm just messing with you. You're saying, been a while. What's your dream horror project? I would love to do an Evil Dead movie. Can I be honest? I would cream my pants at that email. I would just love to be a part of Evil Dead. Like, just be like, hey, you can do an Evil Dead movie. Whatever you want to do, go for it. I would go ballistic with that. It would be so much fun. Evil Dead is a franchise that I feel like is so malleable in the sense that you can kind of just do it over and over and over again, and it won't get old because you can just apply it to a bunch of different situations. And we're seeing the franchise become that right now, and it's like, this is such a good direction for Evil Dead. I feel like that's why there's so much hype and excitement behind Burn coming out later this year. And same thing with, there's a reason we're getting 2 new Evil Dead movies, you know what I mean, that are being filmed back to back. It's just like, it's such a great idea. It's a great idea, and applying it to different kinds of situations and different people, I think that's awesome. So I would just love to do my own Evil Dead movie. I think I have an idea for something. That's what I'll say, that I would love to do at some point. But yeah, if I could do an Evil Dead, that would be my dream project for sure, like without a doubt. Joey Infinity is saying, watching back Scream 7 and knowing who the killers were was comical. I bet it was. I bet it was. I'm going to watch it back soon, and I'll give you my thoughts. I probably will do a video on here of the rewatch when I get the physical release as well sometime this summer. Because I do want to talk. I want to break it down like scene for scene. I really like, that's where I'm at with the film. Ella May Toke, what's up, Ella? How are we doing? Welcome in. Bruh, finally off work. I know it's not horror, but did you see Nirvana the band, the movie? No, but I heard it was really good. And you know what? I've been seeing those dudes all over YouTube. They recently collaborated with Joel Haver a few times. I love his fucking page. He is such an interesting dude. He makes a bunch of crazy movies. Love his stuff. And I've really been wanting to check that out because of some of the funny shit that they've done. That's kind of my introduction to them, if I'm being honest. But I have to check that out. I have to see that. That just kind of brushed past me, sadly, but I will check that out if it's on streaming or something now. It looks really funny. I saw some clips from it, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay, that ought to be good. Love me a good dumb comedy. And I love that just comedy movies are like kind of back in theaters now. It's weird to say that they feel nostalgic. Like, I feel like we don't really get comedy movies anymore, but you know, when we do, they hit, man. They're fun. They're super memorable, I feel, especially too. So it's always nice getting comedy stuff. Again, we don't get it as often these days. So when it does happen, comedy is always like mixed with something else nowadays. It's always like, okay, it's a superhero movie, but it's kind of funny, or it's a horror movie, but it's kind of funny. You know, it's always somewhere. It's in the cracks, never just straight up pure unfiltered comedy. Chris is saying Scream needs to go back to making these killers sneaky, not just breaking doors down. It was cool for 5 and 6. I hear you. I feel like Ghostface has been out of character the last 2 movies, especially. 6, it worked for me because I feel like we're in New York City. We're in the big city. This is the most heightened setting we've almost ever had for, like, outside of like Scream 3, of course. For the Scream films, having Ghostface represent that a little bit by being a little more grandiose, being a little more of, you know, shotgun blast to the face, that made sense for Scream 6. It didn't make sense for Scream 7 at all. Like, if you're gonna, like, I don't know, if you're gonna go back to small town USA, that tells me you're gonna go back to the same approach of the original Scream, where it's like agile, sneaking around corners and stuff, hiding in the background. And then Ghostface in this movie is acting like even crazier than Scream 6's Ghostface. I just feel like the writers, one writer in particular, just kind of missed the point of what they were doing with small town USA horror. I don't know. It didn't really make any sense to me, but I agree. I think 6, it really worked for me. Not so much in 7. Peyton is throwing $10 out there, completing our super chat goal for the night. Greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goal down. I am really excited for you to read Stranger's Mystique. I think you will like it better than Gilded Knight. I took that note literally. It really is about the characters, but with new elements and kills. Hell yeah, dog. I'm excited to check it out. I want to do one more pass on my little script. It's like 13, 14 pages, and I'll send it your way. And I'm curious your thoughts. Don't feel like you have to be nice to me. If you hate it, then just tell me. It's all good. But I wrote a little something too that I'll send your way. So I'm curious your thoughts. But Peyton, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the support. And I really appreciate you throwing a little support my way. Really does mean a lot, my friend. Doesn't go unnoticed. And I'm excited to read your script as well. Thank you for the 10. Froggy Fresh is saying, want to watch the Mortal Kombat 202 movie? Oh, like the original sequel? Is that what you're talking? Like the 90s movies? They're fun, dude. That movie the 2021 movie. Oh, okay, wait, I see what you're saying. That movie in preparation for the new movie, but have zero experience with the games or 90s movies. Is that 2021 movie open to newcomers? Ooh, that's tough. That's really tough because the 2021 movie makes some weird decisions that I'm not crazy about, but I still love it. Like, I still think it's a really fun Mortal Kombat movie. I would start with the 90s ones because they're like cheesy and easy watches. Like, they are not, don't take them seriously at all. They're ridiculous. And then check out the 2021 movie, way more modern, maybe easier to get through for a younger audience kind of thing. But still very brutal, very bloody. The 2021 movie, like, it doesn't feature a tournament, which is really weird. It kind of doesn't feel like the first movie in a franchise. It's kind of just a lot of the characters fighting. And I think some people didn't love that. But I think I really liked it because of how they utilized a lot of the characters. I don't know. I kind of vibed with it. There's this subplot going on with Sub-Zero and Scorpion in that movie that goes so fucking hard. But I would recommend starting with the 90s movies or playing some of the games. If you haven't played the games, they're a ton of fun too. Seriously, like get all your buddies together and just play some Mortal Kombat. It's a great time. 90s movies are a great place to start though, for sure. One Man Band is saying Evil Dead director from 2015 working on the Backrooms movie as well. Fede Alvarez is working on the Backrooms movie? Is that what you're saying? The Evil Dead 2013? Is that what you're saying? Is he working on that? Why do I not know about this? Like, actually stop everything. What? I don't know what Fede Alvarez is up to. And I hope he gets up to something soon because I need a new movie from him. Just straight up. My guy killed it with Alien Romulus a few years ago. I fucking love that movie. And Evil Dead 2013. I mean, just so damn good. He produced the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022, which everyone hates. I think it's fine. But I would love to see him still be involved with a lot of these other franchises. That would be great. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about his involvement with Backrooms, but if I thought for half a second there, I'm like, that would be really cool if he was involved with that. Necromechanimal is saying, I've never been a churchgoer, but I remember as a youth going to a lock-in at church with a friend. We played Twisted Metal. There you go. That's the vibe. That's the vibe, dog. I love that. Magnificent Logo is saying, yo, sorry I'm late. It's all good, my friend. I'm just glad you're here now. Thanks for being with us. Your logo is magnificent. Brandon Mackey is saying, oh yeah, CinemaCon is supposedly showing stuff from Evil Dead Burn. Yes, that'll be a great box set to have in the future. Oh my fucking god, yes. Yeah, that on top of the Mummy coming out next week, I am sure we will see some sort of thing for it. Lee Cronin, I believe, is a producer on Evil Dead Burn, so I wouldn't be shocked if he somehow finagled that, you know, to be like, let's show that Evil Dead Burn teaser trailer before the Mummy comes out. You know, let's make that happen. Let's see what's up. Lee Cronin's kind of like with the guys now, with the boys, hanging out with Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell and all them. Just kind of piloting the Evil Dead franchise from afar. He was offered the next Evil Dead, which I think is dope, but he declined it to do the Mummy. And I personally, I think that's a good choice. I think I love his Evil Dead movie. Evil Dead Rise was great, but I'm glad that he's moved on to something else. And I'm really glad that this new thing is going to take off. The Mummy's getting a lot of good reviews, and I can't wait to see it. And Sebastian Vanacek is a really good choice for Evil Dead as well. If you guys haven't seen Infested, that movie goes so fucking hard. It is scary as hell. It will make your skin crawl. I'm terrified of little spiders, and if you are, you won't like that movie. It scared the hell out of me, and I loved it. But yeah, Evil Dead Burn, I need that trailer injected into my veins right now. Faith Dorn is saying it's one of those multi-game arcade one-up things. There are 13 games, including several Pac-Man versions and Galaga. Very nice. I think we skipped Mortal Kombat. Maybe I should double-check before the play. Maybe you should. Yeah, maybe you should. It gets pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal in that game. That's crazy. I love it, though. What else is going on? We got Jado saying certain changes, Froggy, to the movie from the Mortal Kombat games, just like all the video game live action adaptations, not completely faithful, but go for it. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, I don't know if I've ever really known it for story in terms of the video games. To me, it's more just about, I want to play as this cool character and beat the crap out of my friend. But I think they do a good job at weaving some story in there. There's some cool ideas in the new movies and the old movies alike, I think. Oh, Froggy Fresh, this is another movie I've been trying to watch. I've been seeing it on Hulu. A movie you really liked was Pizza Movie. It's just Gaten Matarazzo. I always forget how to pronounce his name. And his buddy is tripping balls in college while trying to get pizza because it makes the high subside. Hilarious. I have to watch it. It comes from Britannic, a comedy troupe that I fucking love. I think they're crazy underrated. They have this video here on YouTube called, it's like eagles are turning people into horses. If you want, like, it's such a long-winded joke. It's like a 30-minute video to tell one big joke, and it's so fucking funny. I don't know. It was the first time I ever saw like that kind of humor done, and it's so funny. I love that video. Just cracked me up. I remember like watching that as a kid and just fucking dying laughing. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. But those guys are funny. I hear they have like another comedy movie like that's in the works right now too, which is crazy. So I'm glad that they're just doing stuff. Really exciting. Thoughts on a Scream movie with ghost body instead of ghost what? Where the survivors are haunted by the previous dead ghost faces. You know, at this point, you might as well jump the shark, man. Anything to avoid having another Scream 7, I'm open-minded to it. Let's see what's up. Peyton is throwing $2 out there saying, I'm really intrigued for your script. I will be nice. Thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate it. You don't have to be nice. It's all right. But I do appreciate the support. And yeah, I'm sending it out to a lot of people and just want to get everybody's thoughts. I'm really excited it's a small thing that's part of a bigger thing. That's all I'm going to say. So it's something that I'm curious what everyone has to say about it. Austin Allman, what's up, my dude? Thank you for being a channel member. No one told me about y'all. We're partying tonight. You're goddamn right we are. We're partying, Austin. Thank you for being with us. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for being a member. Colby does horrors here too. What's up, Colby? What's up, man? Yo, you're a fucking legend, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for being with us. Colby's awesome. Follow him on Instagram. He makes some really good horror content. He talks about even more crazy shit than I do. Come be my +1 for Mummy on Wednesday. Dude, don't tempt me with a good time. I'm thinking about it. Because I don't know if they're doing a screening here in Cleveland, and if they are, I wasn't invited, which makes me sad. I'm gonna fucking cry. When and where, Colby? If I have to drive out to Chicago to see this movie early, I might. I might actually. I want to see this movie. So this is like one of my most anticipated of the whole year. Like, easy. This, Evil Dead Burn, and Obsession, probably my three 3 like that I'm the most excited for. And if we get a new VHS, which is still not confirmed yet, but maybe, perhaps, we better get another VHS, dude, or I'm gonna find someone just in the throat, you know? That sounded gross, but I need a new VHS movie is my point. The people who do VHS movies, get moving. That's what I'll say. But yeah, Colby, let me know. I might drive out to see that movie a day early. I'm that crazy. I'm feeling that crazy, honestly. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Necromechanimal is saying, I hear people saying Exit 8 is actually a good video game movie. It is. It's a really solid video game movie. I think you'll watch it and you'll be like, it feels like I'm playing a video game. And I don't know how I feel about that. You know, it's kind of one of those, the opening scene feels like Hardcore Henry in the sense that you're just like from this guy's perspective for a little while, maybe a little too long, honestly, but I think it all works. I think it's a really solid film. It's not perfect. It definitely needed like 1 or 2 more little scare sequences, but I think overall it's a really solid, fun watch. And in terms of liminal space horror films, I really thought Backrooms was going to clear this year. I haven't seen that movie, obviously, yet, and I'm sure it totally rocks. But man, Exit 8, it's definitely giving it some competition here a month early. I'll tell you what, Exit 8, I don't know which one I'm going to like more, but I'm really excited to see them. 2 movies that I think, could both totally rock. Exit 8, I was a fan of. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's really solid, and I can't wait to see what this one's all about. I hope Backrooms is better, though, because Backrooms, I feel like, is the more popular thing. Well, I don't know. Maybe, does the underdog win this fight? We'll see. We'll see what's up. See what happens. Necro is also saying Zach Krager new Resident Evil movie is what I'm looking forward to the most. Hey, I can't blame you for that, dude. You know what? I'm looking forward to that one quite a bit too. And I think a big part of that is because so many Resident Evil fans are like, this movie's gonna suck. And I'm just like, dog, what Resident Evil fans, what the fuck do y'all want? Yeah, you said that Welcome to Raccoon City sucks, and it's like a 1-to-1 adaptation of Resident Evil 2 with a little bit of the first movie story in the middle. And I didn't even hate that film. Like, it's fine. It's not atrociously bad. I don't think it's atrociously good. It's somewhere in the middle. I think that middle sequence is actually fucking scary in that movie. It's great, but I just I don't know what, like, Resident Evil fans, I don't know what y'all want. You didn't like a 1-to-1 adaptation of the second game, which is like one of the most popular games in the whole series, and now you don't want something that is wildly different either. I don't know. I just don't know what Resident Evil fans want. I think this movie's going to rock. I think it will be the best Resident Evil film. And I think it's still going to incorporate a lot of the things we know and love about the franchise into it, which I'm so fine with. I'm so fine with it just being a bunch of the monsters from the games and a new story. Because frankly, I've played all the big games. I know the stories. I don't want to go through the same damn story again, you know? I've never understood that 1-to-1 adaptations of anything. Especially like, dude, I've read so many great books, so many great like Stephen King books, and then like, you know, you'll have these adaptations that are like 1-to-1, and they're just kind of like, whatever. I love the ones where they're able to find some new shit, dude. The Mist is such a good adaptation of that story because it does take some, you know, it has some liberties that it takes, and I love that, and it does some things in a cool new direction. It goes its own way. That's when you should make a new adaptation of something, is when you read something and you're like, oh, but what if they did this instead? Would that be better? You should be a scientist in the lab if you're if you're adapting something to the screen in a new way. Find your own way to tell it. This is, to me, the best case scenario for a new Resident Evil film. So I am very, very excited for that. It ought to be great. Hybrid Gamer, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. How you doing? Gaming? I hope. What are you gaming lately? Some Resident Evil, perhaps. I think combining the Scream TV show and movies might be a nice spin. TBH, the show is what got me into the movies. We had a few people say that tonight. That's really interesting. I didn't even know there was a show until I started talking about all of this. I had seen the first 4 movies, you know, like when I first started talking about Scream back in like 2019. But I didn't even know there was a show. Like, you guys basically introduced me to the show. I was like, what? I didn't even know this was a thing. It's crazy. So that's so cool that you saw the show first and then saw the movies. That's nuts. That's cool to hear, though. You never know what they'll do with that. I would be shocked if they didn't do more with the Scream TV show moving into the future. Kiki is saying Resident Evil game fans are so annoying. I guess, man. No, I'm kidding. I joke, but I really hope that what we get isn't just totally panned by people. I don't know. It's crazy. Kiki, you're also saying love most of the Mila Jovovich Resident Evil movies. I love them too, but I can't admit that they're guilty pleasure movies. Like, I think that they're so ridiculous, and I think that's what I love about them. It's not a bad thing, dude. There's nothing wrong with some good old-fashioned camp. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that at all. Ashton Luck is also with us. Hey. Yo. Welcome, dude. Jado is also saying, to be fair, it's not going to have any of the iconic characters from the game. But I also feel like part of that is because they're not doing any of the stories from the game. And I think that's, I think fans hear that, though, and they're just like, well, it's not even Resident Evil now. But like, well, what's a new adaptation in the Resident Evil? What was Resident Evil 7? That's a game that doesn't really feature any of the other characters from Resident Evil. It kind of starts brand new with this Ethan Winters guy. And that's essentially what Zach Krager is doing. Zach Krager is doing with this new movie. And I'm fine with that. I'm like, that's kind of cool in a way. I also really like what he's doing because Resident Evil 3 is a game that takes place at the same time as Resident Evil 2. It's all all these different storylines are happening at the same time. That's what Zach Krager is essentially doing here. He's telling this story about another guy who happens to stumble into Raccoon City when this outbreak happens in 1998. It's just another storyline that's going on during this big apocalypse. And I'm like, wait, that's really fucking cool. Like, that sounds like that sounds like a great idea for a new Resident Evil movie. And if none of the characters show up, I mean, I don't know. I don't need Leon Kennedy in a Resident Evil movie. I love him. He's great. Great seeing him in Resident Evil Requiem. But I want to see good news stories in Resident Evil land. That's what I want. I think that's what I especially loved about the new game, man. I mean, yeah, it was great seeing Leon again, but Grace Ashcroft also has an awesome fucking story. And she's a new character, brand new character, great character too. I don't know, man. I'm very open-minded to it. As long as it keeps the spirit of the franchise, I'm down for it. I love it. I don't know. Chris is saying, I love your room. I have a Spirit Halloween Alien Area 51 capsule animatronic in my room. That's awesome. Does it like go off all the time like you're at Spirit Halloween, like whenever you walk past it? I love that, but I do feel like it would drive me crazy. I think that's amazing though. I recently redid the room. I recently kind of finished it in a way, because for a while there it was very boring and bland and I was not happy with it. Then I got this little light. We got this little table that's blocking my closet, but I don't give a shit because I think it's cool. And my Smile 2 poster. Did you guys know I have a Funko Pop of myself? It's not legit, but like that's what that is over there. That's one of my favorite items on the shelf. That was a birthday present. Killjoy Jake Funko Pop. That's one of my favorite things on the whole set, which is sweet. Very happy about that. Anyways, okay, sorry, getting back to it. I'm just talking, man. Ashton is saying Leon is great, but you don't need him in the movie for it to be great. I do love Leon, though. To your point, Leon is a great character. Everything that happens with him in Requiem, guys, if you haven't played that game, it's so good. It might be my new favorite Resident Evil game. God damn. Good shit. Lady Wires is saying I have memorized the entire Scream franchise. I'll be honest, I've seen the first one so many times that when we get to certain scenes, I'm just like, yeah. Cut, Casper, that's a wrap, like, seen this a few times now. Hybrid Gamer is saying, and Sam Carpenter was giving what I wanted Brooke to be in the show. I feel like she has a lot of trauma and a psychoticness shoved deep down. I love that. By the way, I started playing as Ghostface in Mortal Kombat 1. Hey, there you go. Maybe Ghostface will show up in the next Mortal Kombat movie. That would be nuts. But yes, I think 100%. I would love to see more Sam Carpenter in the franchise, though. That whatever they do next, if it's incorporating the show, if it's going back with some of the older characters. I would just love to see them do one more. I don't need I don't need the core four to take over the franchise forever, but it would be nice to get like at least one more movie with them at some point. That would be dope. Big Brisk Yo is saying Alice sucked. Bro, Alice was my childhood. You can't even say that right now. Some of those later movies really sucked, but man, come on, Alice is kind of badass, dude. Come on now. Are we playing games tonight? I don't know. Maybe it's a big maybe tonight. If we want to play some games, I'm down. I don't really have. I'll be honest. I don't really have a game to play. I'm thinking about getting into some Alien Isolation though. I have not picked that back up. We played it a little bit over on the gaming channel, but I have not come back to it. But maybe we'll play some Alien Isolation at some point. Really want to finish that. MB is saying, hey, I heard that the Soska sisters will be the brand new directors of Scream 8. Yep, yeah, that is the talk of the town. You know, I did not know I did some research on them today because I looked them up and I saw this article came up about some of their controversies and I'm just like, what? And I started digging a little deeper and it's like, oh, there's some whack shit has happened with them. They like did some nasty things to somebody on a set one time and a plethora of other things, but hearing some whack shit about these characters. And like it bums me out because I just feel like Scream is digging this hole. You know, they're just digging and digging and digging and not repairing their reputation. I worry it's going to kill the franchise. Like I worry it is going to kill Scream. Especially if Scream 8 is bad after attaching themselves to more like controversial people like this. I worry that could be it for Scream for like a very long time. Until, you know, the rights go to somebody else, until a lot of time has passed. You know, if that happens, I think that would just really, really bum me out because I feel like Scream shouldn't end on such a bad note. But I don't know. It's one of those situations where I'm just like, dude, come on, guys, make one good decision. Just make one good decision here. What is happening? So I'm bummed. Colby wants to play some Phasmophobia. I'll play some Phasmophobia with you. Let's do it. What's your Discord, bro? Hit me up on the cord, and we'll make it happen. Ashton is saying, I liked Alice in the first 3 movies, but kind of got bored with her after that. I blame that on the writers, though, not the actress. I see what you're saying there. I feel you. I think Mila always brings it in all 6 of those movies, but yeah, the writing, especially in the last movie, is like atrocious. But those movies are fun. I can't even say I dislike them too much. Allie 2014 is saying, just hopped on after doing some errands. Thank you, Jake, because you're one of the few creators I know that keeps the lives up. You're damn right. You're damn right. They're up for replay, so you can watch all my crazy gibberish and anytime you want. We also have Jay Leon. What's up, Jay? What's up, bro? My first time here, South Africa in the building. What's up, South Africa? Let's go. Welcome in, dude. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for repping tonight. We appreciate you. Hello from Ohio. It's not very fun here. But thanks for being with us. I appreciate you. Same with the Silent Hill movie. They got the characters from the game, but only the first movie was good. I feel you on that. I feel you. I have a weird soft spot for Silent Hill. I just spilled coffee all over myself. Did I spill coffee all over myself? What just happened? I think I just spilled coffee all over myself. Anyways, I have a weird soft spot for Silent Hill Revelations. That is a movie that I think is very fun. I think it is very dumb, but I think it's very. That is how I feel about how I feel about the Resident Evil movie sequels. Is how I feel about that one. I think it's outrageous. It's got some like very stupid jump scares that just like crack me up. Oh my god, I love that dumb movie. It's so much fun. I don't know. It's just it's a dumb bad movie, and ooh, I love it. If you make a bad movie that's just fun, like that's a great time, man. I can't say no to that. I can't say no to bad movies that are fun. Let's go. Froggy is saying, just left the stream to watch eagles are turning people into horses. Did you take my ginger ale? Bro, I'm so glad you watched that. It's so, dude, it's so good. It is a criminally underrated YouTube video that no one has seen. I feel like it's this weird thing that like I just know from my childhood. Oh my god, dude, it's so funny. If you guys haven't seen it, I haven't thought about that in forever until you brought up pizza movies. So thank you for that. Did you take my ginger ale? Oh my god, that's so fucking fun, dude. 10 out of 10 video, guys. If you have no idea what we're talking about, please watch. Eagles are turning people into horses. So good, like a classic YouTube video, a classic pull, one might say. Jay Leon, how am I doing? I'm okay. Could be better if I was watching The Mummy early with Colby Does Horror, but he just won't respond to me in the chat. It's fine. I see what's up, Colby. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, man. But if you're still here, hit me up. Because I'm a crazy person who wants to drive to Chicago now. What else is going on? Has a weird soft spot and now a weird wet spot. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm full of weird wet spots, Necro. Just you wait. I'm known for that kind of thing, sadly. It's just become, it's my reputation. That's the guy with the weird wet spots. Keep your distance. I haven't seen Return to Silent Hill. I heard it was pretty bad, so skipped it. You know, Ashton, it's not even like, we were just talking about like bad, you know, so bad they're good movies. And I personally, for me, Silent Hill Revelations is that. Like, this is just like a goofy movie. Like, what are we fucking doing? This is so silly and outrageous. I just watched that Thrash on Netflix, new shark movie. Goofy and outrageous and bad, but I had a really good time with it. Like, I could stomach this. I'm like, this is a bad movie, but I had a really good time with it. The new Silent Hill is just so fucking boring. Like, the way it's pieced together is just unbelievably boring. It feels like one long video game cutscene. And I feel like when you have no fun making your movie like that, it's just, you can tell when people are making something just to make it. You know, another really good example of this is I just watched the new Anaconda movie from last year, and like, it's not good. It's a bad movie, but you can just you can feel that everyone making it had so much fun, and you can feel the vibes come through. I don't know, man. I when you can tell that people had fun making something, it really does come through the film itself. And I think that Return to Silent Hill must have been a miserable shoot because, God, that movie's just, it's not fun. It's not scary. It's just long. It's just long and drawn out. It was a major skip. It's one of my least favorites of the year. And I'm bummed out, man. I love Silent Hill. I want there to be more good Silent Hill movies, but sadly, there's just not too many of them. Erica is saying, I watched Thrash today, meh. It was okay, but it was pretty funny. It did have some pretty funny moments that made me laugh. Not a big recommend or anything, though. Jake, are you a crazy person who wants to watch The Substance with a group of girls? I'm down. I'm totally down. I will say I know that that's got to be a really heavy film, though. That's what I'll say. I imagine that's got to be a really heavy. that's a really heavy film. But I love The Substance. Oh my god, fucking killer movie. And probably one of my favorites from the whole decade so far. The Substance is like it's a 10 out of 10. It's brutal as hell. Colby Does Horror is saying, my bad, dude. No, it's all good. I'm just fucking with you. I'm editing a video and watching you on my TV. No way. Am I just yelling at you on your TV right now? That's so funny. Got to open my app up every time to reply, but I'm serious about The Mummy. We'll chat after you're live. Okay. I have a lot of power right now, Colby. That's the thing. I could keep harassing you though, and that's kind of that's kind of fun. No, I'm kidding. Get your editing done. Make it happen. I know the struggle. I get it. If I had someone on the TV telling me to do shit, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude. God. But yeah, we'll talk. We'll make something happen. Erica's saying definitely not a big recommendation. Tonight so you're watching The Substance at 9 tonight? I'm down. When and where? Let me know. I'll be one of the girls. I'll be one of the girls and watch The Substance. I'm so down. I love that movie. Necro, I still haven't seen this, dude. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is a fun, silly movie I don't see a lot of people talking about, but it's good, not exactly horror. I'm so bummed I missed this. It's from Gore Verbinski, a director I admire. And I really wanted to see this. I was busy and I missed it, and I'm bummed about that. I'm a sad little fella. Chris is watching me on a 65-inch TV. Dude, my forehead's already big, but my God. I mean, it's got to be huge on that thing right now. And I don't say that about a lot of my body parts, okay? So that's really fucking cool, dude. That's really fucking cool. Check Discord after stream, says Erica. Okay, rock on. I'll wrap this bad boy up in like 15 then. We'll get like a stinky 15 going. I'll message Colby. And then I'm going to join the girls, and we're all going to watch The Substance. I will be doing my hair and makeup as well. Jalen is saying Jay Leon. I keep saying Jalen. I read that as Jalen. What's up, Jay Leon? From South Africa. How we doing? They're going to make Sydney kill Ghostface till she's 90. They're going to have Deadpool and Sidney Prescott team up eventually, too. I wouldn't be shocked at this point. But you know what? I love Sidney Prescott, even if her characterization in the new movie is dumb. She's still a great final girl, but stop bringing her back for these crappy stories, dude. Come on now. Come on. Like, at least Wolverine was like one of the best parts of Deadpool and Wolverine. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't need Wolverine to be in that movie, but I'm glad it exists. I'm glad that he came back and did that. That was cool. You could have just made another Deadpool movie, but you made Deadpool and Wolverine. And I'm like, okay, that was fun. That little mashup together was cool. Parts of that movie, but like, kind of frustrate me, but I like those two together. And he's a major standout. If you're gonna bring a character like that back, have them do something fucking cool and badass. You know, that's my big thing. Sydney here is making dumb decisions. She's leaving her keys at the house and just running down the street. Final girl Sydney Prescott, who's mature, has been through this a couple of times, knows what she's doing, ain't making that kind of rookie mistake. I also think that she's not believing that Stu is actually alive at this point. Come on. Sydney Prescott getting fooled by AI videos on her phone, bro. She's not my dad, okay? Sydney Prescott's a badass. I don't know. It sucks. It bums me out. It just makes me sad. I want Scream to be good. I love Scream, man. I champion this franchise for a reason, and for the new movie to be just a little subpar, that makes me sad. But I love Sydney, man. I would, if they bring her back, hopefully they do something cool. Hopefully they do something cool with it. Erica's thrown out the link to our Discord. Guys, if you have not joined, you can talk horror 24/7 in that bad boy. In fact, I saw some of the folks were talking about food today. Well, we talk about, you think it's just about horror. Oh no, people are sharing their food with you as well. You can't get that anywhere else on the internet. So you might as well join the Discord. That's too funny. But join the Discord, it's fun. It's a good time in there. A lot of fun things happening, horror-wise, food-wise, all that shit. Well, fellas, I think I'm going to wrap up tonight's stream. We will be playing games on the next one, I think, but I just wanted to do a little fun little Saturday night stream. Guys, go watch a good horror movie. That's your homework until the next time we go live. Watch a good horror movie. Keep the vibes positive. And also, stay tuned for some more fun videos, because we got a lot of crazy shit coming out next week. A lot of big updates, a lot of trailers to cover. Monday's going to be outrageous. Like, if you thought last week was nuts, I'm going for a new record. I'm going for a new record next week in terms of video uploads. So apologies to people who have my notifications on. So much love to you all, though. Really do appreciate you. And Necro, thank you for the 10. You're saying watch more Dexter before more gets spoiled. I am going to try to get through season 1 by the end of next week. That is my goal. I'm going to try to get 4 Dexter videos done amidst all of this. So I'm busy. I'm going nuts with it. I'm gonna have episode 9 hopefully out for members and everybody tomorrow. That's my Sunday goal, is to work on that. But again, so much love to you all. Thank you for being with us tonight. We'll be live again Monday with the Lethal Collective over on Fate Decided's page, and we'll be live on this page all next week as well. You guys know what's up. 7 o'clock. Stop on by, hang out with us, talk a little horror, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Bye bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.